Welcome to tonight's show. You're with Tom, Brian and Steve, and this is NRL from the Sidelines. And as we do this time every week, we're going to talk about
he wants his dinner.
Upcoming round. These guys are just gabbling on. Upcoming round of football that will be round 8, gentlemen.
Yes.
Round 8, Steve. Round 8.
Yes. I can't ask
Did you
a
want to say
question
anything?
now.
Did you want to talk about what you just
I just wanted to ask what people thought of Pereira's tackle on Tedesco.
Oh, I thought it was an unfortunate accident. I mean, like I said, my opinion is that he should have a minimum 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. But in all honesty, Tedesco was slipping.
He was slipping.
He was
no
the
doubt.
side off the ground, and the guys.
Yep.
Yeah, so you've got to...
But interestingly, though, if you watch Pereira, he closes his eyes and still swings his arm.
Well, he closes his... I don't know whether he closes his eyes. He looks towards where the ball was going, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, to me...
He's going to get charged for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
yeah.
So let's start off at GIO Stadium, where the Canberra Raiders are playing the South Sydney Rabbitohs on Thursday night at 7:50, and this game worries me.
Well, Jared Croker out injured and Josh Papali dropped.
Well, they're talking about Jared Croker might be considered to be dropped as well.
Well, he's injured at the moment.
Well, that's good. That means they're only going to score points in lots of 4s, not lots of 6s.
Just Papali's dropped.
Yep.
Wow.
Cool. Can we drop a few others as well? Can we find some others that have to go?
Well, it just means that the players that replace him will be hungry.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
I think.
I'm concerned about this because we don't have Latrell Mitchell.
Yep.
And you know what? The Raiders are still a good team. I know they're not playing well, but at some point they are going to spark up.
Yeah,
and
it
I
won't
think
be
that's
this
going
week.
to be an issue.
No, it'll be. I think their spark up will come when Hodgkinson comes back to hooker.
Is Hodgson injured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's out for another 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
What do you do? What's he?
I don't know what his problem is.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, but I like Tom Starling though. I think he's a great little hooker.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's good.
But Hodgson and I think they're not that anyone outside of Canberra. Well, not that anyone in Canberra needs to be told this, but they're missing Bateman big time.
Yeah, I agree.
He was leading their defence, and they're suffering for it.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think the Bunnies, Steve, and I think the Bunnies by I think at least 16.
Wow. Oh no, I don't think it'll be that high, Tom.
Bunnies by 12.
12. Oh, okay. I'm going Bunnies, but I think by 8. I think it's going to be a lot closer. It is in Canberra.
Yep.
It's probably going to snow. All right, let's go into Amy Park with the Melbourne Storm and playing the Cronulla Sharks at 6 o'clock on Friday evening.
You name your number. Jeez.
Yeah, look, I know that Wade Graham's back, but is Wade Graham going to make that much difference?
No.
Not enough.
Wade Graham will stop a couple of tries, but he won't stop enough.
And there's an outside chance Matt Moylan will be also on the bench.
What did the Sharks do with Matt Moylan? I mean, when Matt Moylan plays well, he's a very, very good player.
He's too slow to play at fullback now.
Yes.
Yep.
But he's constantly injured.
Yeah.
So and we talked.
I don't know whether he's constantly injured. I mean, he has had some injury problems. He's been all right this year.
Oh, he's been up and down. Look, I mean, I guess my concern is that they're trying to get Adam Reynolds, which we all know, and they won't. But good luck to them. If they do, where does that leave him?
Well, it leaves him
off contract, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because who would pick him up?
England.
I think he's
English
too good a player to not be playing. That's the problem. But I don't know whether that's the right term. Might end up at Brisbane.
Might end up at
Possibly.
Brisbane. Or Manly.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we need another 5'8" busted fullback.
The only chance, if anything, the Sharks have got is if they muscle up, because they've got a big monster forward pack and a big bench.
Yeah. Is
if they just try to intimidate, but I can't see the Storm getting beat.
I'm curious to see the crowd booing Will Chambers in his Sharks debut. Just wondering whether it'll happen. Don't know.
Well,
Sally, will
I
it?
think Sally will be
reaction
booing
of
him.
Sally the last couple of weeks, yes, that is going to happen.
him. Yeah.
So yes, there you go.
We'll hear Sally from Melbourne.
Yes. Yes.
Suncorp Stadium, gentlemen, on Friday evening at 8 o'clock, 7:55. Brisbane Broncos against the Gold Coast Titans.
Anthony Milford and Tyson Gamble, the halves combo for the Broncos.
Really? Wow. So Croft's been dropped as well.
Yep. I don't know. You know, there's coaches like Des and Madge Maguire who just will not change a side. Like, those guys are going to come good. But I don't know whether this is a clever move.
Okay, so Dearden signs with the Cowboys.
Yep.
He's now dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Would you drop him?
Yeah, I would have.
Isn't your aim to win games this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not a match winner yet. I think he's a tremendous talent.
Kevy's not shown any real faith in him this season, and so it just seems mean spirited to drop him when they, it's almost like, oh, we don't want to develop you, so you go to the Cowboys.
Yeah, I would absolutely. Like if he was as integral to the team as, say, a Chad Townsend is to the Sharks, no, you keep playing him, but he's not. And so, yeah, you don't continue to develop the bloke. No.
So who wins?
I think the Titans will bounce back. I think. I don't think it'll be huge, but I think they'll.
Do we know if Tino's playing?
No. Tino is not playing. Another couple of weeks, I think.
Really? Must have been a bad
I've got to admit, I'm leaning to the Broncos in this one.
Good luck to that.
No,
I don't know that they could play as bad as they have last week anyway.
You reckon? You want to watch their last few games?
Yeah, I'm going
well, the
Titans.
last few games, they took Parramatta to the edge.
Yeah.
They took Penrith to the edge.
It's Parramatta to the edge.
Sorry. Penrith.
Yeah, no, I'm on the Titans too, Steve,
Yeah,
but not by
Titans.
much.
Yep.
Not by much.
Yep.
No. I don't know. I'm thinking about this one. All right, let's go on Saturday afternoon at Carrington Park, where the Penrith Panthers are playing the Manly Sea Eagles.
Now that's Bathurst, isn't it? Yeah, and so Bradley will be out there.
Are you going?
No, I can't get tickets. The
Yes.
tickets were released through Panthers Bathurst, and they've been very slow in releasing them to, surprisingly, non-club members.
That's very cruel.
That is cruel, actually, because Bathurst is closer than Brookvale. Yeah.
So, Manly for you, of course.
Look, you know what? This is the test. This is the test. I don't know whether they can win this game. I'm picking them.
You're picking for loyalty, but they're not going to win it.
Why not? Why not?
Because they're playing Penrith.
But the Panthers have been down over the last couple of weeks. Manly have been flying high.
You'll be competitive.
Well, the last time we played these guys, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and we got thumped. I want better than that.
You know what I think about sometimes when I watch the Panthers? It's like two cars in a race, and they're so going along like this, and then they'll let the other team get in front a little bit, and they'll sit there and they'll go, let's drop it back to second in the second half.
I don't think that they will do that with this team, because I actually think Manly have the capacity to win.
Last time you got beaten 46-6.
That's right, 40 points. I'm predicting a Manly win, even though Appy is back.
Oh, Appy is back?
Appy's back!
Appy's back.
I love you, Appy. Please have a shocker.
Oh, happy day.
Please have a shocker.
Dear, I'm sorry, I can't go past Penrith.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I have to go there.
Yeah, good on you,
And
you
I-
haters.
you know-
Haters, they always hate me. I don't want to hate my
We all want the Panthers to lose at least one game in the season.
And hopefully it's this one.
Look, they're going to win by 20. I'm sorry.
20?
20.
Wow. That's harsh. All right.
That just means you're going to lose 40-20. You'll score points.
We'll score. I reckon we will score plenty of points.
But you've got to score a
And
lot.
Tom might play a full 80 minutes, which will be interesting, rather than the 60 that he's been playing.
Well,
Yeah, but you know what? If you're winning by as much as they were last week, you do take him off.
The Panthers haven't been winning by big scores, and so
Well, I don't think they've been playing well over the last couple of weeks. They've been beating their opposition, but
Yeah.
haven't turned it on.
yeah.
All right, let's go on to Stadium Australia, where the Canterbury Bulldogs are playing the Parramatta Eels.
Now, this is a matter of how much, isn't it?
It is, I think.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Bulldogs are going to be excited after winning last week's game, but I can't see them beating Parramatta.
Yeah, Eels are flying,
Yep, Eels for mine.
and hopefully they get big heads before next week. So.
It was interesting to see Trent Barrett shed a tear on the sideline
Yeah.
last week.
Oh, saying it's his best ever win.
Well, yeah, that was probably a little bit over the top. But you know what? You got to feel for the guy. He's struggling to get
But he
this
hates
team
Manly,
going.
I can't.
Because Manly hates him too.
I don't hate him.
It sounded like you do.
Oh, I don't like how he said that. The best ever win he's been involved with as a coach. You're kidding
He's
me.
entitled to an opinion.
Yeah, it's entitled to be wrong too. All right.
Okay.
Okay, let's
So
go.
Eels, we're all going Eels.
Yeah, all Eels.
Okay.
McDonald Jones Stadium, where the Newcastle Knights are playing the Sydney Roosters.
Ooh, this will be how much, Tom?
We should win. We should win. Our defence has been really good lately, and I think that's a big factor. The Knights are sort of flash in the pan type team, so they can put a few points on. But I actually think the Roosters have got enough. My concern has been their attack. I've told you this. There's been a lack of cohesion. On Sunday, it's just started to show a few hints, a bit of cohesion in the attack, and if they can build on that, I think they'll be comfortable winners over the Knights.
So is Teddy playing?
Apparently he's been named, yeah. And so while he's been named for the first time in a few weeks in the 21, just in case, if he doesn't pass his HIA, there's every likelihood that Mana will go back to the fullback and they'll shift things around and Sawali potentially could come in. So, although they still could put Ikavalu in there and maybe put Sawali in as 18th man.
So am I wrong, or is it that this is Tedesco's third concussion in the last 6 months?
10 months.
10 months.
10 months. He had 2 last year. The last one was in State of Origins. That was like November. That's 6 months ago. So it's a second one in 6 months.
Man, I don't know whether you... Look, and I know that I don't know. I just don't know whether I would want to play him.
Well, given the Roosters' policy on concussion, and let's face it, they've had to have a pretty good policy on concussion, there's every likelihood he won't play.
Well, especially considering you play Parramatta the next week.
Correct, yes.
So that's when you want him back.
And this is the game we should be able to win without him.
The Roosters will win this one easily.
Yep.
It might be safety first.
And I don't think they should play him personally. That's starting to approach dangerous grounds. So
no, look, I'd be happy either way because I think Manu's a terrific. I've said to you before, at some point somebody's going to go to Joey Manu at the end of his contract and say, come and play fullback for us because he is an exceptional fullback.
I think that's going to happen. Yeah.
He's not a Tom and he's not a Pappenhausen at this point.
What did you do to me?
What are we up to? What are we up to? How much? How long?
Yes.
Got him. That's all I wanted.
Still 3 times as long as me.
All right. Okay. Central Coast Stadium, where the Warriors are playing North Queensland Cowboys on Sunday afternoon.
Flip a coin on this.
Young Reese Walsh moves to 5'8". After making his debut listed at fullback last week. Val Holmes has been on fire.
Yes.
He's got a couple of mistakes in him at the moment, but my goodness, he's been very, very, very good.
Because he was ordinary when he came back from the NFL.
Yeah, but he hasn't been ordinary over the last 2 or 3 weeks, which coincides with the Cowboys winning.
And with Todd Payton.
Let's talk about Tuivasa-Sheck now on the wing.
Well,
did that work for them last week?
Didn't see the game.
So.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
I don't know. The score Melbourne still would have won it.
Yeah, which is
you want Roger involved in the game.
You do, and you want him involved all the time.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So Roger's at fullback and Walsh has gone to 5'8". So
because Nikorima's out, isn't he? I think he's injured or something.
Yeah, no, Nikorima's in. I don't even know who's out.
Harris David has been out a while now.
I don't know who was playing 5'8" last week. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, Warriors fans. Oh, Bailey Sirenen played 5'8" last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good luck. So Reese Walsh has come into the team. I think Cowboys, Val Holmes will have another blinder. And they just seem to be getting things right at the moment, the Cowboys.
So on this one, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And that's me ref that I don't like, that I reckon.
I'm likely to go... I think I'm going Warriors just because it's their home game. Mm-hmm. Mine's just not in New Zealand, it's on the Central Coast. So
yeah, Cowboys got to travel a bit.
Cowboys got to travel.
Todd Payton, they interviewed him and he said, I'm looking forward to coming back to the Central Coast and meeting those boys since you've been coaching them.
True.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the last game of the round, which is at Wynn Stadium, where St George Illawarra are playing the West Tigers.
This is hard because the West Tigers have to improve at all, if at all. They need to get a rocket up them and they should be playing better. So they could play a game like they have with the Rabbitohs 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
The Dragons will be smarting, and I think Ben Hunt is likely to be back, and that'll make them better.
Yeah, Ben Hunt's listed.
So this could be a very tight game, I think.
So they go into the game this time with, like I said, that's why I didn't understand why Bird played 5'8" last week, because he's back in the centres, and Corey Norman and Ben Hunt are in, and Adam Cluner's
off the bench.
Back on the bench.
Yeah.
Well, just keep the winning combination. But anyway, I don't know. What do I know? I'm not an NRL coach.
So this could be a big blowout by the Dragons, or it could be a very tight game.
I'm going to go Tigers. I'm off the Dragons. They hurt me last week big time.
I'm going to go the Dragons in in a tight contest.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the fence with this one.
Okay.
I want to say the Tigers are going to win, but I think the Dragons will have too much on them. I really do.
Oh, but then I don't know. The Dragons rely on Ravalawa to get him out of trouble, and he's out.
He'll be out, and so will Pereira. So they lost their wingers.
Yeah,
we'll have to rethink this.
Yeah,
now.
but Cody Ramsey is still in. So Jack Bird,
he's a good young kid, Cody Ramsey.
Yeah,
His defence
absolutely.
is solid.
Okay.
All right.
I want to talk about something.
All right, let's talk.
Burton has already signed with the Panthers.
Yep.
We've talked about this, ongoing for
With Canterbury. With
Canterbury. Yeah. So now we believe that Brent Naden has also signed with Canterbury. So now I want you to think about next year. The Canterbury Bulldogs have Naden and Burton in the team. And Addo Carr.
Yep. Yep.
Cottridge,
who's reasonably. I still rate Cottridge. I know he's having a shocker this year. The State of Origin Blake they pinched from you guys, Corey Allen.
Yep.
That's
and
then
they've still got Hetherington, which is a bit. I know he's a bit loose, but fire up front.
But can I say that's 5 really good players out of 7 in the back line.
Individual players
With Dallin. With Dallin, the New Zealand captain at fullback.
Ex-New Zealand captain.
Yeah, well, that's 6 players of real quality in the back line.
Yep. Adam Elliott, who's a good player.
Yep.
And Avarillo. I rate
Avarillo's
Avarillo.
good.
I think he's a good player.
Yep, he's better than average, yep.
But he's going to be fighting for a halves position. He can play centres, though. And I think, unfortunately,
Hopperwhitey, there's another one, yep.
Well, Hopperwhitey's getting a bit slow. Unfortunately, he's still a solid player, but he's getting slow.
Yeah,
it's going to be a pretty good back line. Now, do they win? Obviously, you think they'll win a few more games than what they're doing at the moment?
It's hard to tell because it depends on what the rest of the competition is going to do.
Yeah.
If they finish at the bottom, you'd have to say that they're going to have to improve, 100% to get anywhere near the 8.
Yeah. But look, like I said, the ladder currently sits with 5 teams out in front.
Yep.
And do you really see Panthers, Eels, Rabbits, Storm, or Roosters dropping out of that top 5? No. So really, the rest of us are playing for
6, 7, 8.
For the leftovers.
And the way it's looking, I think the Eagles are a real chance of getting into that 8. I think even if the Cowboys continue on an upward trend, they might just sneakily get in there too.
Raiders, Titans, there
Dragons possibly as well.
So what you've got to ask yourself really is the Bulldogs take those top 5 teams out because they're going to beat everyone in the comp. Are the Bulldogs going to be able to beat Manly, Titans, Dragons
with those new players next year?
Yeah,
yes.
Well, I don't know.
I think so. It will depend also what they do with the forward pack because the forward pack is what drives any team forward. You can have the best backs in the world, but if your forwards aren't moving forward...
And they don't have a wonderful forward pack.
No.
Really like the Pommy bloke, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And if Hetherington can keep his emotions together, he'll be good too.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I want to also move on to Latrell Mitchell and online abuse this week.
Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah.
Look, I really do applaud him for standing up and saying... and. It should have happened a long time ago. Players should not have to put up with this rubbish.
Agree.
And we try in this show we banter and we muck around, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
None of it's serious.
Yeah.
We try and limit the swearing and all that sort of stuff. We try and limit that stuff to just have a fun show. And even the people who comment on Facebook and so forth, we go a little bit over the top, but we have fun with it.
Yeah, we're just taking the mickey out of each other. Yeah.
Some of this stuff that these players have to put up with is beyond par.
It's ridiculous.
I posted, you saw the post last week, I posted about Latrell. It was quite lengthy. And I quoted the fact that I loved him at the Roosters. I can really appreciate him at the Rabbitohs. I hated the fact that he went to Rabbitohs for obvious reasons. But I think he's an exceptional player. But he just does some silly things which he needs to get out of his game. Now, that to me is an objective opinion.
Yep.
Whereas when I posted that, I got a whole heap of feedback, and everybody said, "He's a grub, no use. He's not with us anymore, so who cares?" And I think that's just That's what
Yeah.
you get, and much worse. You know.
Yeah.
See,
It's
I
just
would
not
say,
on.
yeah, I agree. I would say he's got some grubby stuff in his game, but there's a lot of players who've got some grubby stuff in their game.
Sure.
Seriously, do you post death threats because you think the player's gone over the top? I mean,
Seriously, yeah.
And everyone's got courage. It's like the no biff thing now. You know, everyone's got courage to niggle and antagonise because you know you're not going to get hit on the field, and it's the same. Keyboard
Absolutely.
warriors, you can sit there in the
Yep.
privacy of your home and say whatever you like and bully people.
Yep.
And it's just not on.
and I think it's great that he took it to the police and they've done something. I think it's fabulous.
Good for him. Yeah.
Not a fan of his on-field antics. Great fan of his ability, and he shouldn't have to wear it off the field.
The antics are nothing. He's
Yeah, well, you say that.
he's
No,
timid.
I think we all support him in that.
We do.
You know.
We do.
Okay, Brian, anything you want to end the show with?
Are we pretenders or contenders?
Who?
Eagles.
Really?
Go
Oh,
the Eagles.
yeah, pretenders. Wait,
We'll
come on.
see. We'll
We
see.
already talked about the top five spots are lined up, and then
Yeah,
there's
but
6 games after the last.
Tom's back. Tom's back,
No.
baby.
The one-man team is back.
Yeah.
The Tommy Turbo Sea Eagles.
Tom, you want to finish with anything?
Look, I'm encouraged by our team. It's just starting to turn around. Everybody wrote us off, and we may not be the team we were going to be with Kiri there, but enjoying the football.
All right. You're with Tom, Brian, and Steve, and this is NRL from the Sidelines. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you all again next week.
Share,
Thanks
share.
for watching. Bye. Yes, please share. Share.
Ciao.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
later.